I swear. Yeah.
Sounds good, but what's it called?
How did you skin it?
It's like sort of called got it.
Hey, here is the good one. Which will
Saints of God, good afternoon. This is Cindy Swamaseko, and we are live on YouTube and Facebook. We are New Dimension Gospel Magazine. Thank you for those that are going to join us. Thank you to everyone that is going to listen to this conversation and anyone that is going to listen to this conversation, even after, whenever they have got the time. Today is a very special day. You know, there's a big elephant that is going to be discussed today, and please pay attention, because the person that we're discussing with, our guest today, she deals with this on a daily basis, and she is none other than Cynthia Dinalane. She runs a home, but she's going to explain all this. She runs a home in Kempton Park. It's a Sotho name, which is very difficult for me to pronounce, but I know that it means bless us. So yes, Cynthia, welcome, and thank you for accepting our invitation. Cynthia, are we losing you? Hello? We lost her. Since we've lost Cynthia, she's been battling with connection even when we started. So I'm praying that we will be able to get her back, and her connection will work. So forgive us for the little bit of delay. Cynthia will be speaking to us about gender-based violence, which even the name gives me goosebumps. Even the name gives me goosebumps. So it is, instead of becoming better, it is just increasing and becoming worse in very demonic sort of way. It is, and I just believe and pray that may the voices of the saints arise, and may we cry a battle cry to the Lord to show up and save us from this monster called gender-based violence. Cynthia deals with both species. So her conversation and her insights with this topic will help to make one understand, you know, what is going on, and why some people become that, you know, or end up being the perpetrators. I think Cynthia is coming back and she is joining. I hope we don't lose her again. Her connection is a little bit of a challenge. I'm just praying and believing God that He will have mercy on us, because we need to hear all about this. Cynthia, are you back with us? Hello, Cynthia. Cynthia. The connection is really, really a challenge, thanks to God. I'm just praying here that, you know, she wins, because we need to hear all about this act of, this insensitive act of gender-based violence. I don't even know how to actually describe it, because like I said earlier, it gives me goosebumps, you know, but other people say people have got reasons why they end up, you know, being the perpetrators or being the people that cause this pain to other people. I don't think, for me, I don't think there's any reason that anybody can give, you know, for doing that to another human being. But we will hear from Cynthia. Since let's just, you know, pray and believe God that she is gonna win. We've lost it thrice already now since we joined. So, Lord, please let a connection work. Let a connection work. Let Cynthia's connection work. Cynthia, she, in the home that she runs, it is her own house, but she took it upon herself, you know, to help children that are without homes, or they suffer the gender-based violence in their homes, and they are scared to stay in the house because the perpetrator is in the house with them. So if then it gets proven that the perpetrator is in the house, now the child becomes homeless, and Cynthia has turned her home into a home. She is here with us, and Lord help us, let this work. Cynthia, welcome.
Thank you, Cindy. I'm sorry for it's like the network, you know, technical problems up here happens anytime.
Yes, they do, but I'm glad you are here now.
I'm sorry about that.
That's all that matters, that you are here now.
Okay.
Did you have a good Sunday so far?
Yes, I did, my dear, I did. That's why you see me smiling.
And looking very beautiful as well.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Cynthia, I've just introduced you and tried to say a little bit, but not in detail. So please, can you introduce yourself for our listeners and our followers?
Okay, my name is Cynthia Dinalane, the founder of Chigofatsa Rona Welfare and Community Organization in Kempton Park, Tembisa. I'm dealing with abused women and children and vulnerable children. Cynthia is just an ordinary woman that wakes up and do extraordinary things and decisions.
Okay, all right. Cynthia, when did you start this home?
I started this home in 2019. When I started this, my dear, it was just something that I didn't take serious because I was just doing soup kitchens and all that. But I decided that I saw that there's a need for Kempton Park Tembisa to have a shelter for abused women, because now the rate of gender-based violence in our area is very, 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 very high. And if you can see on the stats, we are number 3.
In the country?
Yes, Tembisa is number 3. Check
Really?
the stats, you'll see.
Wow. Wow. So what prompted you? Okay, you were doing soup kitchen. Who were you doing the soup kitchen for? Were you doing it for street kids, or who were you doing the soup kitchen for?
I was doing soup kitchens for all the disadvantaged families in Tembisa and Kempton Park. We had 280 people that I was doing soup kitchens for in Tembisa and 150 in Kempton Park.
Wow. Wow.
And my children were the ones that were helping me. Even along the way, the other community members that were willing to help me with that. And we did it. And even now we are still doing it. But our main issue now is gender-based violence.
So tell me what prompted you to start this home dealing with gender-based violence, which I call a monster in our society.
Wow. You know what? I started this home because there was no place of safety in Kempton Park, Tembisa, for abused women and children. So when I was busy interacting with other women, they were like, we want to go out of our houses because these men are treating us so bad, but we don't know where to go. You understand? Then I said, no, let me rather start this so that these women can come and clear their minds here with us, and so that we can do some development for them, take them for counseling, do all these kind of things, just to make them see the world in another way.
So did you get funding for this home? What happened? How did you get this home to provide a shelter for these people?
You know what? I'm surviving with my neighbors. People are surrounding us, and even with SecPro Security, they're the ones that are sponsoring us. But from the government, we never got anything. They are busy promising that we are coming, but they don't come. If I can tell you, right now in the house, we are 30. I've got 30 abused children and women in the house, and with no funding. I'm doing that from my own pocket and from all these people from our surrounding areas that are helping me, bringing maybe meal or whatever. And I've got, this Mkhulu Bay. Do you know Mkhulu Bay? Bravrega.
Yeah, Bravrega.
Vusi Vrega is the one. On the 9th of October, we're having a charity boot camp. He said, Cynthia, I'm here to help you seriously, because what you are doing is really, really amazing. So as I told you that we've got all these kind of women and children in the house, I've got a 10-year-old child that was raped more than 16 times. She's staying with us. She's using Pampers. So you see, that's why I'm fighting gender-based violence with all my heart, because what I see here, nobody can stand it.
So I remember that you told me that you are using your own house.
Yes.
So you've turned your own house into your home.
Yes, I did that.
May God bless you richly.
Amen. Thank you.
You say you've got 30 people in the house right now.
Yes.
My God, before I get to more in depth with the child that you say she's 10 and she was raped more than 16 times, which I just want to get into it like after I ask this question. So, Cynthia, how do these people end up, especially the children, how do they end up staying with you? What happens in their homes?
They are brought by the police and the social workers to my home because of all the problems that they have. They've been raped, others they've been beaten by their husbands, others they've been raped by their husbands, you understand, or their uncles and all that. So it's all forms of gender-based violence in my house. 99% of the children here they've been raped, they are victims of rape, and then 99% of women that are here, they are victims of domestic violence. So the police bring them to us because there's nobody, there's no shelter around us. I'm the only one that is dealing with gender-based violence and having a shelter for abused women and children.
Oh. So I would think that when they bring the kids to you, it's because the perpetrator is at home where they come from, so that they can't go back home.
Yes, they can't go back home because the perpetrator is there. And even now, there's one child that the case has been finalized, but still doesn't want to go back home. She's saying, if I go back there, I'd rather kill myself if I leave your house and go back to my house, to my mom's house, because I'm going to think about what happened. You know, and I understand it because she's going to have flashbacks when she's there, when she sees the uncle or when she sees that room, that all these things happened, you understand? So I understand why she doesn't want to go back home.
And what I also hear most of the times when there's rape happening at home with a close relative, the other people, the other members of the family, even the mother or the father, they don't believe the victim.
This is where the problem is, my dear. You know, even the society, not the mother only, even the society, they don't trust the victims. And according to me, I usually tell people that you must believe the victim because you were not there. You understand? So you must believe the victim. So other children, they are scared to tell their parents when they are raped because they know that they won't believe them.
Wow.
Mm.
So with the ones with women being beaten up or raped by their husbands, how does it normally end? The police and the social workers bring them to your house, and then what happens?
Yeah, I stay with them. I give them counseling, and then we do skill development for them because you know they are staying in those relationships because of toxic, because of maybe money, to adjust their lifestyles. So we make sure that we do skills development for themselves so that they can see the world other way around. They don't have to depend on those men to cater for them or to support them.
Yeah. To provide.
But you know what, as women, you know, sometimes they go back to the same perpetrators.
And they say he said he will never do it again.
He'll never do. And you know what, there's a woman that said that, I think it was last year. She was with us, she moved, and then she went back to the husband. And in less than 3 months, the husband shot her dead. And this is what I usually tell people, that, you know what, you are going back, you said he will change, he will never change. Instead, he's just going to do worse than what he was doing, because he saw the weak points that we have as women. He saw your weak point, then he's going to use that against you.
He shot her dead.
Yeah, because you know what, I was telling you the other day that this is a cycle of cycle of violence. They beat you today, tomorrow they buy you a Lamborghini, then you forget about everything that happened. and then they take you out of your friends, family, and all that.
Cynthia,
that no one can help you.
please, before you continue, can you just repeat that for somebody that is listening or that will listen for days to come or months to come or years to come? What is that we're just explaining? What is it called and how does it take us through the process?
It's a cycle of violence.
Violence.
The men will beat you. They will beat you. You'll have bruises. You'll have, maybe they'll break your leg. Let me say it like that. Tomorrow morning, he'll take you to the doctor, rubbing you. When you come back, you'll buy a Lamborghini for you, flowers, chocolates, everything, just to bribe you. Then, as women, we are tempted by small things. You are going to forget about everything that he did to you. You'll be focusing on the Lamborghini, on the flowers, or on everything that he has done for you. And at the end of the day, that same particular person is going to take you out of your family members, out of your friends, so that he can own you.
Yeah.
If you've got families around you and friends, they'll talk to you, they'll advise you, leave him or do this or do that. So now these perpetrators, they usually do that. They take you out of your close family friends, your close families, close whoever. Then there's, and if you started doing that, there's still a lot that is coming your way. He's going to beat you, Shem, day in, day out.
He's going to beat you, Shem.
Because no one will help you. No one will help you because you're out of your family.
He has isolated you from your family.
Isolated you from everybody, yes. He's owning you now.
So that's called a settle.
So as women, we don't learn. And I usually tell people who see, trust a man when he says he's going to kill you. He's not joking.
He will kill you.
Yes, and we usually tend to say, what will people say?
Yes,
if I go out of this relationship, what will people say?
So you wanna wear this mask. You wanna wear this mask and pretend like everything is perfect, yet you know that it is not. Because you are scared.
Exactly.
That you're ashamed of people, what the people are going to say.
Exactly. And how many graves do we have for those people that died because of abantu bazothini? What will people say? And we've got a lot of them. You do good, you do bad. People always talk. Today they'll talk about me. Tomorrow they'll talk about you. So just live your life. Do what is best for you. If you see that this marriage is not working for you, just go out. Leave it while you're still alive. There's these red tapes that we see, but we usually ignore them.
Yeah.
You understand?
The signals, the flashes.
Exactly. You see them, but you say, no, he will change. He will change. I love him. Others will say that if my man doesn't beat me, he doesn't love me. And I told them that, you know what? You don't know what you are doing. You're just playing with fire. If you love something, if you love a flower,
you treasure it.
You cherish it. You don't break the leaves and do all
you take good care of it.
The minute you start breaking the leaves, you don't love that flower.
No.
It's going to die at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So as women, we tend to play, I don't know how can I call it? We do things selfish. We are selfish, let me put it like that. We are selfish. We don't think about people that are around us. We don't think about our children. We don't think about our families that loves us. We think about ourselves because the man will beat you in front of the children, but you'll still stay with that man. You'll still say, I love that man. What about those children?
Yeah.
Don't you think that those children are affected?
They're traumatized. Yeah, they're traumatized.
They're traumatized, and at the end of the day, they start bullying each other at school, other children at school.
Yeah.
They start beating other children
because they think it's the right thing to do. Yeah.
And they don't perform well at school. And you say, oh, they are not dumb. They are not dumb. It's because of what is happening in the house that is affecting them. And the children are more sensitive than us. You understand?
And then when they grow up as well, when they grow up as well, that's how they're going to treat.
That is why I'm saying to people that if you are Cynthia and you want gender-based violence to stop, you must stop it at your house first. So that when you go out, then you talk something that you know that you don't practice. So, but if I'm staying in the house and we are practicing that thing in the house in front of the kids and all that, even when I talk outside, people won't even listen to me because others will tell you that, what is she saying? What about me?
Yeah. Where does she get the authority to say that? Because that's not what she believes. Yeah.
Exactly, because we must lead by example.
Yes.
You know, in my area, they know me very well. Even the police officers knows me very well. If they don't open a case for an abused woman or children, I wake up even at 12. They'll wake me up at 12. I'll go to the police station. I'll give them hell. They know me very well because these cases are very, very sensitive, and other people take it light because it never hit home.
Yeah.
If it can hit
they
home,
still think it's very far from them, or it will never happen to them, you know.
I told one colonel in one of the police stations near us, I said, you are treating these cases because you never been raped, your mother was not raped, your children were not raped. That's why you're treating them like this. But if one of your family members can get raped, you see why Cynthia is screaming.
Yeah.
You know, in my family members, there's no one that was raped, but because I'm living with these people and I see how they feel. So when somebody's treating,
you see the after effects and how they carry this thing and how it demoralizes and kills their self-esteem and morale.
You know, when they bring these children here, remember they don't go soft on them when they rape them. They come with blood stains on their clothes. So we must bath them. You must give them food, love, care. At night, the child will cry and tell you that somewhere is painful. And I'm not a doctor, I don't know what to do, but you know, God does miracles. I have my remedy with this crop salt and warm water. I just put them there and give them Panadol and that's it. You understand? So, but along the way, as women, also, we must learn to trust our children. We must learn to take care of our children. So, and allow our children to talk to us. Let's not be strangers or monsters to our children so they can feel free to talk about everything that is happening in their lives.
Yeah, we must create this open communication with our children so that they don't get scared that this I can discuss with mom or dad, this I cannot. They must just know that I can say anything to my mom or my dad and they will believe me. Open communication is very important. Yeah.
But if you don't give them platform to talk to you, if you don't become friends with your children, that's where the problem starts. That's where the problem starts. And you know, other people, it starts with self-love. Let me put it like that. If you love yourself enough, Cindy, so you won't allow other people, another person to do anyhow.
Yes.
To you, because remember, if I love myself, there are things that I won't tolerate.
Yes.
So now, there's a lady that said to me, I'm staying with my husband because of my children. I said, that's not true. Because if you love yourself and you love your children, you'll go out of that relationship because that man is going to kill you.
That's a toxic relationship. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, these days you don't have to wait for anybody to say go out. If you see the red flags, please run away, run for your life while it's still early, because now Cynthia will come and talk at your funeral and say, stop gender-based violence, because I didn't tell her before, or maybe I told her before, but she took it for granted.
Yeah. You know, Cynthia, last month there was this case. It was in the newspapers about this girl who was.
Sorry, Cynthia, can I take a 2 minutes break with you two, please?
Okay.
Two minutes, because there's something, you see, it's there.
There's an emergency. That is fine.
Yeah, please. Please take it.
I'll continue.
Only a few minutes.
Not a problem.
Few.
Yeah. Since, like I was saying to Cynthia, last month there was another issue of gender-based violence that happened in Cape Town. very, very demonic, very brutal. This girl, she's the only child in her family that has gone to varsity, and she was in her third year, about to complete, and her family was looking forward to her changing the lives of her family members. And, you know, they were hopeful that their lives would change because of this girl being the only one that is educated from their family. This girl was killed by a boyfriend. She was 21 or 23. Excuse me if I'm quoting incorrectly. She was 21 or 23, and the boyfriend is 25. The guy didn't even catch her doing anything, or he suspects that she is cheating, and he went and he bought the electric saw cutter, and he came back and he cut her head off, cut her limbs off, cut her legs off, put them in a black refuse plastic, and still kept the head in the house, and went and threw the thing by the trash bin, like she's some trash. Thank God that somebody that stays in the street saw this guy throw this plastic, and because they're always looking for food, you know, he thought it's probably something to eat or something that he could sell, you know, to other people, so he can have money, but only to find that it was a body of a person, you know. So that's how he alerted the police, and when the police went into his room, they found the head still. He had put the head in the cupboard. This girl is 23, doing her third year in varsity, the only person in her family to get to varsity, to change the life of her family, and she was gone like that because this guy suspected that she was cheating. Yeah, that just, I don't even understand how somebody can be so mean, so evil, so demonic, and so cruel. It happened. You back?
Yes.
You can continue then, Cynthia. You were still explaining something, and then you had to leave.
Yeah, you know what? I was saying to you, you know, our women, I don't know how to say it, and it pains me because we are trying to fight this gender-based violence, and it's like we're not doing anything. Because today they bring them here to Cynthia. Cynthia is taking them for counseling. Cynthia is doing this and this and this, trying to help them. If their wound start healing, then they want their husband back. And when they go back there, they beat them again. And it's like, I'm not doing anything. That's why I even told the police and the social development, I said, you know what? If you bring a woman here that has been abused by a man and that woman goes back to the husband, if they beat her again, she mustn't come back to me. She mustn't come back to me. She must go somewhere. Because here, I'm here to advise them, to teach them to on their own. Yeah. You know, as a woman, you must work for yourself. You mustn't wait for a man to do something for you. Because the minute you wait for the man to do something for you, that's where he's going to abuse you, because he owns you. He knows that without him, you won't survive. You don't. Without him, without him, you're nothing. Yeah. You are nothing. I'm buying her pets. I'm doing her hair. I'm buying her clothes. Nails, you understand? Nails, she cannot do anything for herself. Yeah. This is what one man told me. He said, you know what? My wife, I know my wife very well. She won't go anywhere. She won't do anything. She won't even open a case for me, because she knows if I can get arrested, who's going to take care of her? You understand? And of which is true. That woman never opened a case. when you talk to her, she said, no, who's going to take care of my children? Who's going to do this? So that's why I'm doing skills development, my dear, to help these women to stop nagging, to stop begging, to stop tolerating nonsense from these men. You understand my point?
Can you believe the arrogance of even telling you that she won't even open a case?
They do that, and of which is true. She never opened a case. Even now, when the man comes inside the house, the children will run into their rooms. She'll start shaking because she doesn't know what's going to happen today, if he's happy or not. You know what? You know, they said money it's devil. I agree, because they stay there because of money. But it's good. It's very nice if you've got money that you worked for. You know, go and work for that money and enjoy it. And like getting money that you won't even enjoy, you don't enjoy it. You've got bruises, you've got all this. That money, it's helping you to go to the doctor or to buy those makeups to hide the bruises. You understand? So I'm so disappointed somehow with our women, the way they do things, because if we can stand together and say, I'm not going there, the men will know that, hey, I'll stay without a woman.
Tell me, what do they call that? They call it love, that he loves me.
Yeah, they said that, and I don't know what kind of love is that, because love doesn't have pain. Love doesn't have pain, it has happiness only. You understand? So if you say you love me, but you are giving me pain, I'm always crying, I'm always in pain because you beat me, or you come with another woman and sleep with the other woman in my house, in front of me.
You are joking.
You know, I had a case, I think it's three weeks ago. There's a crippled, no, let me say not crippled, a disabled woman that she had a boyfriend. The boyfriend will beat her because where she's staying, it's only disabled people most. So no one will help her, even if she can scream. The neighbor is blind, the other one is using a wheelchair. You understand those kind of things. She was raped every day in front of her kids. If you rape a disabled person, what about me and you? What are they going to do to us? And she told her, if you dare open a case, I'm going to kill you. So you see those kind of things that we are coming across. It's not nice. It's not nice at all, Cindy, because we stay in all this relationship because of love, and that love doesn't even exist. And you're scared to go out. You are scared to go out because of abantu bazothini. What will people say? Exactly. So, but if you love yourself enough, you won't do that. You'll just go out and start your new life. I heard somebody saying, in life, go out and pick up those pieces.
Yeah.
Pick up those pieces of your life. No matter how many are they, pick them up. And then you'll see the brighter future, and you'll see how life is. Because life is good. If you have picked up all those pieces, at the end of the day, it will make a nice mirror. You understand? Then you start looking at yourself on that broken mirror, pieces of the mirrors that was broken in you, and you start looking at yourself and say, is it me? I don't think it's me. You know, I've stayed with this man not knowing that there's life outside there. Things are happening outside there. So as women, we must value ourselves, love ourselves, know our worth. As a woman, you must know your worth. The minute you start knowing your worth and start loving yourself, start knowing your value, you'll enjoy life.
True, very true.
Because no man will come and mess up with you.
No.
So Cindy, so my advice to all these women out there is you know what? When you do things, think about your children, think about yourself.